All right, another bullet that I've had quite a few requests for, the 284 Winchester. All right, a lot of y'all have requested that several times, so I'm going to go ahead and knock that out. It was developed for two Winchester rifles, the Model 100 semi-auto and the Model 88 lever action. All right, yeah, it was developed running them, and it come about, let's see. I know it was, 1963. Had to double check my notes. I know it was sometime in the 60s. You could find Savage 99s, Winchester 100s or 88s, and Ruger did some Model 77s for it. And you can occasionally find a Model 20 ultralight arms rifle in it. So, I mean, it's not a popular cartridge by no means, but, I mean, it's definitely got some potential. It's a rebated rim cartridge, which we all know I'm not the biggest fan of those. But I mean, it's effective. It's just a personal thing. There's nothing mechanically wrong with it. It's just a personal thing on my end, a personal bias, and that's all it is, and all it should be taken at. All right, rebated ram bottleneck, right? And you're looking at a case length of 55.12 millimeters, all right, roughly 2.17 inches. Bullet diameter 7.21 millimeters, or a true 284. All right, case or maximum pressure per CIP, I don't have a SAMI spec on it, in front of me at least, is going to be 63,817 PSI. Bullets, I'm seeing 100, 120, 139, and 150. 110 grain, I'm sorry, a 100 grain hollow point bullet from Hornady is stepping out 3,175 feet per second for 2,238 pound-feet of energy. 120 grain bullet, 2,968 feet per second. 2,347 pound-feet of energy, 139 grain bullet, 2,845 feet per second, with 2,498 pound-feet of energy, and 150 grain bullet, 2,860 feet per second, with 2,724 pound-feet of energy. I might have to load this one with 150 grain if it was me. It's obviously very easily hand-loadable. All different kinds of stuff you can do with it. It's apparently popular in long range and F-class. It's going to be ballistically almost identically to a 7x64 Brennecke, which is a pretty solid little cartridge in its own right that might have to get its own video one day, just because it's quite popular in Europe. And I do have some people that follow me on here in Europe. The whole idea of the 284 Winchester was much like the Winchester short magnums. Let's get full-length magnum performance in a short-action rifle. Okay, well, we've got this Model 100 autoloader and this Model 88 lever gun. How do we get 270 Winchester or 280 Remington level performance out of what we have? And what Winchester come up with is what we know as the 284 Winchester. And if you look at those numbers, it accomplishes the goal pretty well. So, I mean, this would be an interesting cartridge if you had a rifle chambered for it.